We continue learning Rabeinu Yona's Sharei Teshuva. We're up to page 321 in the Art Scroll edition, which Rabeinu Yona is in the middle of a long and lengthy list of Lavin, Shatoli, Bedibor, Aveiros, Mitzvahs, Loisase, negative commandments that are involved in one's speech that do not involve Malk. Says Rabeinu Yona on page 321. Coming on the heels of saying how severe machlokes is, that one who persists in a fight is like Kairach, V'adasa, excuse me, unless say someone who doesn't, someone who allows the fight to die, one who does not fight with those who stand on the path that is no good, and who draw Aveira to himself. Excuse me, not that he lets the fight to die. Excuse me. There's sometimes you have to fight. If there's someone doing something wrong and you just let it be, you don't stand up against him. That's also a big problem. He's also included in the Aveira of Iver Balav, and he's over Alav, Shenamar, Vlosisa, Alav, Cheid, you should not bear of an Aveira because of him. So as terrible as Machlekes is, but when one is acting incorrectly, then one needs to take a stand for Kavod Shamayim. Says Rabeinu Yona, an example. V'nemar, we see in Isaiah regarding the Navi Isaiah, Mimei HaGiva. For the days of Giva, says the Navi, Chatasa, you have sinned, Yisrael, Klal Yisrael. Shama Amdu, over there you stood. Lo Yisasigim Bagiva Melchama B'nei Avla. The war of Giva should not have happened. Says Rabeinu Yona Pirush, what does this pasuk mean? Im Shama Amdu Adar Hazeh, this generation, Hoshea is talking to Klal Yisrael. If they were there during the Maisa, during the story of Plagish Begiva, Loi Hisiga Isam Bagiva Belchama Levair Hara, they would not have fought in them Belchama to get rid of the Ra. Kasher Hisigam Belchama Lebnei Adar, who like that generation that did fight the battle. So we see from here, it proves Rabeinu Yona that not getting involved, not taking a stand against Ra is as well a terrible problem. And explains Rabeinu Yona, Sham Amdu, that when the pasuk says they stood over there, Kamay im Sham Amdu. What that pasuk means is if they had stood there. There's no word if, but it means Chen Azav is Aviv as Chen Azav, Ve'azav is Aviv, Ve'im Azav. That we translate the pasuk and if he left. So too over here, Retani Leimars, what do we see from these psukim? Min ha'isai chatasam. Klal Yisrael is being told that you sinned all the way back from the time of the Plagish Begiva until this moment. Why? That those people are better than you, because they got up and they tried to get rid of the evil from amongst them, whereas you, says the Navi Yeshua to the people, would not have stood up against them. Continues Rabeinu Yona v'nemar, proving from Shaiftim, Oyru Meirois, a curse Meirois, Amar Malach Hashem, says the Malach Hashem, Oyru, curse. Arur Yeshveh, cursed are those that live, Kiloivahu, Lezes Hashem Bagi Bayrim. For they did not come to help Hashem. What does that mean? V'nemar lo sagurim l'nei you do not tremble before any man. Meaning, there are times when one is doing something wrong that you have to take a stand. And anyone that is l'shem yisbarach, anyone that does put himself in danger in order to sanctify, to be mekadesh, shem shamayim, even to take a stand against those doing aveira shenemar, as we find by the Egel Azav, Mila Shem Elai, says Moshe Rabbeinu, who is with for Hashem, the Yasu love Kol Bnei Levi, V'nemar, V'yar Pinchas, V'yikach Remach B'yadai, Pinchas took action into his own hand. Continues Rabeinu Yona V'chayva, and it's a chiyuv, I'll call Yari, anyone who fears Hashem, Afki Oiv, Tahar Leiv, L'hayir Kina, even if he loves the Leiv, and therefore he's calm, he's sweet, and he doesn't want to fight. But he has a chiyuv to do what? L'hayir kina, to be mekaneh for Hashem, jealous for Hashem. Kiyira, because he sees the hands of the sarim and the skanim, the chiefs and the officers, are doing aveira, and people follow those who are in charge, and therefore he has to confront them, even though he might be with a yirach leiv, a tahar leiv, a pure heart. Still, he has to confront those doing that which is wrong. V'amar Rabbeinu teaches the Medrash called pirza she'ina min hagedolim einay pirza. Any pirza that does not come from within the leaders is not considered a pirza because it won't spread. But if the leaders are involved, then it's a horrible problem. Shenemar, as the pasuk in Ezra says, Yad Asar Muskana Ma'isa B'Mal Hazar Rishayna, that the chiefs and the officers were at the beginning of this Avera. And finally, it concludes Rabeinu Yona with one more Avera involved in Dibur. Uba'achecham b'nei Yisrael ish ba'achav lo yisir d'bay b'parach. Says the pasuk in Vayikra, Klal Yisrael, Ish Ba'ach, a man and his brother, do not put him in hard labor. Lo yishtabid adam b'chaveiro, do not subjugate your friend, compelling them to do something they don't want to do. V'mimaso aleim, and if someone fears you, oishem poishim lachal dvarai, or they're ashamed to not listen to you. Lo yitzav ve'oisam, doesn't just mean to make them work. It's not just avdos. Don't even tell them. Lastly, skitana gedela. Why? Because they're going to listen to you. You're oppressing them with your words. Unless you know that they want to do it. Even if something as simple as giving you a cup of water or to go out on your half to the city to buy a loaf of bread, if they're going to agree because they're ashamed or just because they're afraid of you, you're not allowed to ask them. But if someone is not acting appropriately, then you could command of him anything that you want. We'll pick it up from here.